Hi students, it's Miss B here. I wanted to show you a couple of things on how to change text and background and add pictures to your PowerPoint because I'm noticing that some of you are having a hard time with this, and that's normal because we're just starting this skill. So I wanted to make a video to post into Canvas to show you how to do some of these things. For your next project, you're going to be completing a poster for our digital citizenship topic and project. So I wanted to show you how I'm going to create a poster for one of my friends, a fellow teacher, who is starting a multicultural club. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so here we are on our PowerPoint. We're on Mrs. B's lovely laptop. And here are our video objectives. So we're going to create a poster. We're going to learn how to change orientation on a PowerPoint, how to change background, how to add pictures, and how to add text boxes, and how to save a file as an image. Okay, so let's go ahead and start here. We're going to have a blank slide, and we're going to go over here to Design and Slide Orientation, and we're going to change it from landscape to portrait, and that's going to make it long like a poster. So now we've got this blank long poster shape to work with. So I'm going to start with adding our title here, and I'm going to get rid of this text box because I don't like it. I'm going to get rid of this one too because I like to start blank. So I'm just going to highlight it and then press delete. I'm going to go to insert because anytime we add something we press insert. And I'm going to go over here to text box, and I can either just press or I can actually draw my text box. So I'm going to draw my text box, and then I'm going to go over here and choose my style of font. Let's see, I want it to be bold. It's a multicultural club, so I wanted this poster to have lots of color. So I'm going to start by writing multicultural club. Good, I like that. So I'm gonna add my font here, raise it up a bit. I'm gonna center this. I don't think it's perfectly centered, so I'm gonna go over here and make sure it's centered. This means that it's gonna be towards the left. This is center, and this is towards the right. And this one is to align it to both the left and right. So I want it in the center, so I'm gonna choose that. Okay, so now I've got my title, and I really want this to be very colorful and vibrant. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to choose a background style, but I don't want any of these, so I'm going to format my own background. I'm thinking that I want a color, a solid color. So I'm going to press solid fill, and that's going to fill my whole poster. So I'm going to go over here and choose my color. And I like that. That looks good. So I'm going to go over here, and I want my text to be a little bit larger, so I'm going to go over here to my A up, and then it says increase font size, and so I'm going to go ahead and increase the font size. That looks good so far. Now the next thing I need to do is add the details for our multicultural club. So I'm going to go back to insert, back to text box, and I'm going to add another text box. Okay, so I went ahead and typed in the information that I wanted in my poster. So the title here is, what are you giving back to your community? So I'm going to change this to make it match our top font. Now you don't have to do that, but I'm just going to go ahead and do that because I want it to look cohesive, which means together. Alright, so I've got here my secondary title, what are you giving back to your community? And Mrs. Sullivan picked out this quote, so I'm going to add this quote here, a Superman quote. So maybe I want to change the font a little bit to represent Superman. That one looks kind of Superman-ish. And I'm going to center that. And, you know, I decided that this is a lot of black, so I'm going to change this. I'm going to make it a different color. So I'm going to go over here back to our font color, and Oh, I kind of like the red. Kind of pops a little bit on this, so I like that. I think that works. And here's another. Join the multicultural club today. So I'm going to make that bigger, change my font again. That looks good. I'm going to make this red so it pops as well. And then here I've got the time and where it is, and I'm going to keep this on the left. So I'm going to change the font again. That looks good. I'm going to drag my text box. There we go. And I'm going to keep that on the left. Okay, now I've got all the information on my poster, so I'm going to decide to add an image, something that will represent my topic. So I'm going to go over here to Google, and I'm going to type in multicultural. I spelled it wrong. There we go. Google helps me out. Now I'm going to go to images and look at some images. Wow, these are some really great images. I really like this message, strength and diversity. Okay, so strength and diversity. I really like this one. So I'm going to put my cursor over it, and then I'm going to right click and go to save image. I'm going to save it to my pictures. I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint. Now I'm going to insert it into my PowerPoint. Remember, every time we add, we go to insert. I'm going to go to picture. I'm going to go where I placed it, which is in my pictures. Now I've got to find it. Well, I'm having a hard time finding it. So I think I need to name it something. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to go down here to file name. I'm going to call it multicultural. Okay, so now I'm going to save it to my pictures again, but this time I'm going to name it. So now when I open it up in my PowerPoint, when I go to insert picture, I can go up here to pictures, and then I'm going to search my pictures and type in multicultural. Oh, and there it is. It pops right up. Okay, so now I've got my picture here. Let's see. I'm going to make it fit right here, and then maybe I'll add another picture down here. So let's go look for another picture. This one is fantastic. I love this picture. So I'm going to save it again, and I'm going to call this one is called Multicultural Night, and that's a good title, so I can save that title and look for it again. Okay, I'm going to insert my picture. I can just start typing multicultural, and it pulls it up. There it is. I'm obviously going to have to make this a lot smaller, and I'm going to have to find a place for it. I'm thinking that this looks good, but I don't like the text underneath, so I'm going to send my picture to the back. And then I'm going to move my text over here, move this text down, and move around my poster. That looks pretty good. I think that Miss Sullivan will like it. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to save it as an image. Save as. And instead of saving it as a PowerPoint, I'm going to save it as a JPEG, which is an image file. And I'm going to put multicultural poster. Okay, I'm going to save it to my documents, and then I'm going to email it to Miss Sullivan. I only want to do the current slide because I don't want to give my video objectives to her. Okay, we're all done.